Well, I think a lot of them stick out in my mind, but more than anything, I think the content is more important than the details. There's been calls for violence on this station. There's been open calls for people like us advocating for the rights of migrants to be hit in the nose. You won't find it on the podcast because it's been scrubbed, but I heard it from my very ears, and I have the date, and that's troubling because, frankly, for me personally, it doesn't matter if people like me or not. It doesn't matter if people like my community or not. But it does matter to me if our airwaves are being used to perpetrate violence. These are the people's airwaves. They have solicited permission to be on these airwaves. And because they are our airwaves, I think that we need to fight for them. I have no problem with personal opinions, but I do have problems with calls for violence. I do have problems with people trying to instigate violence, trying to instigate hate, and using our airwaves for that purpose. They can, for me personally, all I can say is I'd be happy if they were on Fox News, on a cable channel. That's their own private business. But when it comes to our public airwaves, I have a big problem with people manipulating them for violence and for hate. I'm talking about almost all the rhetoric that comes out of 740 and their commentary. It's just not acceptable. It's not acceptable. And again, I have no problem with people disliking me or my community. I'm not here to engender support. I'm not here to hope that people like me or my community or my family. But I am here to say that we're not going to accept provocations of violence on the airwaves. The exact quote was that illegal alien coddlers should be hit in the nose. The reason is that this commentator said, well, we'll roll that out soon enough. But suffice to say that the commentator who said that felt that would be a good idea because getting hit in the nose engenders a tear reaction. He wanted to see us crying. So when you see these sorts of comments coming out of the station, and when you see incidents like what happened with the Representative Gifford, we have no choice but to stand up for ourselves. She was warning the people in her state about this sort of rhetoric, and we're here to do the same.